Hi everyone, so I am here with the founder of Agent Nateur, Jena Covello, and today we're going to be doing a fun little Q&A rapid fire with her, so let's get into it.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so Jena, can you tell us like a little bit, I know a lot of people know your story, but for those that don't, maybe just a little bit of what made you start the line.
Yeah, so I was looking for a natural deodorant that was free of aluminum because aluminum is an endocrine disruptor. It can mimic estrogen, and at the time I had an incredibly high estrogen level and I have stage 4 endometriosis. So I was cleaning out like all of my beauty and my skincare products, and I could not find a luxury natural deodorant that was even really on the market at the time, so I started making my own. And then I went to school in France for natural cosmetics and fragrance, and I started to learn about their strict regulation process with ingredients, and how we had zero regulation in America. And so I started following the European guidelines for green beauty and cosmetics, and started formulating products that were EcoCert approved. And what that means is that they don't disrupt your hormones. They are not endocrine disruptors. They're safe if you're pregnant and breastfeeding, and they're also safe for the environment.
It's amazing. Okay, so my next question is, what is your favorite product that you have formulated, or what was like the most fun to formulate, and like why? Because I know you like find products that you're like, I want to make a better version of this.
Yeah.
And so is there one that like stands out to you?
Yeah, one, the deodorant, because it's my baby, and
Sure.
I cooked it probably the longest. It took me like 8 months to formulate that. But also the body balm, that was so incredibly hard to formulate because I wanted something that lasted until the next day, so that if you put it on and you go out on a date, or if you have an event to go to, and then you go home and go to sleep, you wake up and your body is still hydrated. And it was so hard to get the right texture with that, like to create that, like took so much time for it not to be sticky or greasy, and for it to feel like velvet, and to feel like silky smooth, and for it to last until the next day. So that I like the formulas that are like challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that that actually does work,
Yeah.
because we're in Arizona here and it's so dry.
Yeah.
And that body balm, you feel hydrated all day long, and like even if I put it on at night and the next day, I feel super hydrated.
Yeah,
So
that's what
amazing.
my mom says. She's like, I wake up and my skin is like
Still, yeah, you feel like you have like a nice bounce to it. So can you tell me your best beauty advice? I'm dying to know.
diet.
Diet.
Yeah, I was so strict with my diet for so many years, and then, you know, it's like you get into a relationship and then you start eating all the bad things again. And like when I started to have dairy again, there's this place in LA called Maru Coffee. It's the best coffee in the world. They do this coffee, and it has a cream top on top.
Okay.
And there's another place that does a pillow top, and basically they whip it's like heavy cream and sugar. I think I had one for like 18 days straight and gained like 8 pounds, and my skin, like it's still recovering from it. Like my skin is just awful with dairy. And also, like, I know a lot of people cut gluten out of their diet because they think that the glyphosate is an issue, but really what's really an issue in America is the water. And the water is, you know, what feeds the animals. It is what is nourishing the soil. It's what's growing the crops, and our water is such an issue in America. So I feel like we have to take such better care of ourselves through detox and supplements and diet, versus when you're in Europe. I don't think that they have that toxic overload with their with the chemicals that are in the food, and also the water. I think it's better quality water.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So please do not drink tap water.
No.
Yeah, and as you age also, I don't drink any alcohol, 0 alcohol. And like as you age, like it really shows on your face and on your
Yes.
skin. And also salt. Like as you age, like salt will really like make you puffy.
Yeah, it's so true. Like all the stuff internally, it makes such a difference on your face. You know what I mean? So thank you. So can you give me like your 3 biggest wellness pillars?
Okay, so one.
We
I
just
think
talked about diet.
Yeah. Okay, so I won't include diet. Okay, so sleeping well is one of them. Like, and making sure this goes under the first one. So sleeping well and making sure that your stress is under control. I hear women in their early 40s who are ready to go on like hormone replacement therapy, and I'm like, you just have to de-stress yourself. Like my friend just had a baby naturally at 50 years old.
It's amazing.
You need to cut the stress out. So anything to de-stress you, whatever that is, whether that's like meditation music. Hertz music is really
Love that.
distressing for me, and I'm really into Deepak Chopra right now. I was never into him like for the last like 25 years. It took me so long to love him, but now I really appreciate him, and I do his 21 meditation, and then I restart it, so I'm really into that. And I would say like my supplement routine. And when I travel, I don't like to fly, like I'm a nervous flyer, so taking Calm Beauty, which you guys are testing out tonight.
Yeah, so excited.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, and so my last question is, where do you see Agent in 5 years? Because you've had so much growth in this 5 years.
Everywhere, taking over the world.
I love it.
More supplement, a full range of supplements and makeup, and also retail space, an interactive retail space, which we're working on.
Very exciting. Well, thank you so much, Jena.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.